Marcus Spears, Dan Orlovsky, I'm Wendy Nix from NFL Live. In just his second full year as a starter, it's really remarkable what we've seen from Patrick Mahomes. In fact, sometimes we don't give him credit because he set his own bar so high. If he just has an okay game, we think the wheels are falling off because we've become accustomed to the extraordinary. What kind of contract are we talking about for this young quarterback?
Whatever he wants.
Yeah, all that.
Listen, this will probably sound crazy. He'll probably flirt with a 200 number. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be 200, and I would imagine something that sniffs 100 million guaranteed dollars. Maybe they get creative and throw some ownership stake in or something. I don't know what big companies are in the Kansas City area, but they might want to give him some stock options.
State, can he be governor? That's probably possible, right?
He is that kind of player where his leverage will be insurmountable for negotiation.
Right, it's not even really leverage. It's just you win.
You're gonna give me this.
I think his average is really we're not joking. It may be 45 to 50 a year. Wow. Like when you think about it. And look, this is something too that may be on the horizon. A new CBA is coming up, and they may not make quarterbacks' salaries a part of cap numbers. That's been flirted around a little bit.
So then you could give him whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Is there any chance at all, just by the way this thing falls out, that he is not ultimately the league's highest paid quarterback?
No.
There's no chance.
There's no, the Kansas City Chiefs are too well run of an organization. You have to understand that a player of his talent literally does not come around often. You can find good quarterbacks and really good quarterbacks. He is the type of quarterback that he makes the good player really good, and the really good player, great. And the okay player, pretty good player. Like every single person around him not only gets better, but they take massive jumps in their performance.
To your point, I liken this to basketball, right? You play with a great, you get paid more than you probably should get.
Right.
And you think about the history, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Go around the league and ask how many guys receive contracts simply because they played on the team with those guys that they probably wouldn't have normally got anywhere else. Mahomes is that type of player.
If we don't see the CBA altered and these numbers do stay a part of the cap, does this limit what Kansas City can do to build around him? Because that matters as well.
The only way it limits you if you're bad at his organization. As long as you're drafting well and getting strategic with who you're signing, again, the receiver that you might sign for $3 million is really going to perform at an $8 million receiver because of that quarterback. So you got to draft really well, which they do, and so they'll be fine.
And he may be one of those Tom Brady types as well.
He might. He does strike me as that kind of guy. Nobody's talking about that just yet.
Take care of me.
Listen, what he's trying to take care of right now is an AFC championship, and I guarantee you that's first and foremost a lot more important than his contract.
How many
but
years
that will
he
come.
Been starting, Dan?
Less than 2.
And how many AFC championships he been in?
Ooh.
Oh, nice work, Marcus Spears.
Wow.
All right, to be continued with Patrick Mahomes.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.